Hello, this is Stryderprime bringing you a new edition of Tooltime with Stryderprime. And today I have the privilege of reviewing a new product that has been sent to me by the company known as Gaahleri. This is their Ace Series airbrush, the GHAC-98D as in David. This is one of their flagship Ace airbrushes that Gaahleri has sent me and asked if I would be kind enough to review it. I said, sure. They sent me a nice little email saying that how they enjoyed my video, my video of my airbrush that I purchased last year, which was I think it was the 39 series. And they liked it so much, they asked me, are you willing to review this airbrush? And I said, no problem. I'll be honored to try this out. Now, for those of you who don't know, last year I did buy the Gaahleri I think it's the GHAD 39. And this airbrush, that airbrush was considered advanced, I think. I think it was the advanced line of airbrush. But I have to admit, when I used it for the first time, it was like night and day with going from my Neo to a very, very robust and excellent airbrush. And I've used it on many of my kits. You guys have seen it in my video channels. I jumped to the Neo airbrush as like a backup in case something happens with the Gaahleri. But the Gaahleri is a fine product. And now what you see behold is the 98D. And this is considered the Ace line of series, which at present it has a retail value of $89.99. But how good is it? How well is this airbrush that we have here? Well, obviously I'm going to do an unboxing, but I'm also going to be doing a test on this airbrush and see how well it performs on some of my paints that I have. How well it, whether I use it for priming and whether I use it for painting. Now, this airbrush has almost the same features as the other one, which is 0.38 millimeter and 0.5 millimeter. It is a nozzle and needle. It's dual action, as it says here. Excellent atomization effects with low pressure. I guess that means that the paint will deatomize quickly while it's flowing. Removable material pot, I'm assuming the cap, the reservoir. Drop-in self-centering nozzle reduces the possibility of nozzle clogged. That's something I've never heard of before, but I'll definitely try this. Extremely polished pot, easy to clean. We all like it when it's easy to clean. It's a beautiful box, of course, in purple. I believe the one that I bought I think it was the advanced version. But this is the Ace. The Ace of Bases. Yeah. Thank you, Gaahleri, for sending this to me. And so you guys know today is Amazon Prime Day. I will be posting links on this video channel, on this video that you see here. So you guys, if you want to order one of these airbrushes, please click on the link below. And, by clicking on it, you also help my channel and help me, support it. But right now, we'll talk about the other airbrushes that we see on sale for Gaahleri in a moment. Let's open this box up and see how it looks. Okay. Nice. So this is actually considered a testing sample. I guess this is probably being, the airbrush is using the 0.38 millimeter nozzle for extreme close-ups, as you can see there, of the airbrushing while it focuses back. Maybe this is the 5, I don't know. Dear customer, each Gaahleri airbrush undergoes a rigorous spray testing before leaving the factory. There might be minor paint residue present. We apologize for any inconvenience that this may cause. If the product indeed has an issue, no need to return it. Just contact us to confirm the problem and we'll arrange a reshipment for you. That is very generous of Gaahleri. Here's the quick start guide. And I guess it covers all the various versions. We have covers the CS36, the GHAD 39, and the 98. Where to begin, how to connect it up, if you have a moisture trap, a filter, paint, how to deploy, how to enter, how to start airbrushing, how to customize it. So this various, okay, so this is too thick. This is actually a good test layer. So if it's too thick, it'll be a little spotty. It has to be this nice little fade work. And obviously this is too thin, spiderweb. How to switch colors. You know what? To me, the only way to switch colors is just get 2 airbrushes, one for one color, one the other. Of course, yes, you can switch it on the fly. Let's see here. There's something. Large particles of paint fly apart. Remove the needle cap. Just some clean solution and clear the inside. That's actually nice. Give you like tips of how to maintain your airbrush and how to clean it. Deep cleaning, of course. How to take the whole thing apart. And if you have a sonic cleaner, that'll be great for this. And let's see this. Oh, this is a nice, sexy looking airbrush. It has a rubber cap there to cover the needle. Very nice. Flawless. Your adjuster here to adjust the percentage of paint flow. I kind of like this that has like this this rubber cap, not cup, like a sealant, so that way it doesn't spill over the paint. Good. Goes up and down perfectly. Oh, and it actually comes with its own little cap thing to, if you have like a quick release valve, it'll go in and out. Fine. I didn't have to put this on. And I have a spare one. Speaking of spares, you get spare little rings and things for the inside, which is on the other cap. I got this one, and I don't know what to do with it. This is the lube. And I've never used the lube before. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at where I have to use it. Paint. Cleaning solution, okay. You would think it would tell you where. Maybe somebody would tell me. I mean, I thoroughly cleaned this, all my airbrushes, but is the lube going in there, or no? It can't be there. I think it has to either be there or on the in there, so that way when you pull back and forth, it's nice and smooth, and it does feel nice and smooth. Now, like all products, that you get like the needle. I think this is the 0.5 needle. Or is it the 0.3? What do we got here? Well, I'm not going to remove it. Let me just put it back in. Now, this is always a little... Let's pull out this. You know what? It's kind of hard to do it this way, so you gotta put them on. Oh my God. I've never seen the inside of this before. Wow. Even this is... Wait a minute. I don't think I even remember seeing that on the other airbrush. Let me go get it. Okay. Here it is. This is the GHAD 39. And this is the reservoir, how it looks on the inside. But this... It's a mirror finish. It's like a black hole. Oh my God. Well, I gotta put this to the rigorous test of this. Now the thing is, I need to find out what is this. Let me read the instructions again, because maybe it doesn't say what is the first thing that's on this. Let me hear. Please do some small tests on paper before painting. Use a little paint or water. When you don't use the airbrush for a long period of time, please clean the airbrush totally and carefully. It will keep the airbrush and keep the airbrush in storage in a good condition. Start the airbrush. So I think I remember the last time on the other one, it was maybe the 0.3. Then I decided to switch on, because right now on my Gaahleri I'm using the 0.5 airbrush, 0.5 millimeter air nozzle. But I don't know what's connected, because that was marked. This one is not marked. Actually, there's only one way to find out. So we're going to remove this. Open that a little bit. Pull it out. I'm going to put that there. Take this. And there's no number on it. Usually I think they have. This must be the 0.5, because this one's a little bit thinner on my finger, while this one's a lot thicker. And again, this doesn't say the number. Let me put the cover on this before I forget. Clearly, once I connect this and get some paint running, we're going to be testing it out soon. And this one has that connector here. You have the nozzle that you see right there, and the cap, which is specifically designed for this. I'm going to put it back inside and put it covered up. I don't know where to put the other one now. We'll get it right now. But let's put this back on. Let's see what. Okay. So, this is the performance. This is the ace. We're going to... I have a kit ready to go. Just to do a little bit of priming. We're going to test out with priming, and then we're going to test out with color. So give me a minute while I get the table ready. Of course, silly me, as I was about to seal up the box, here is a complete parts guide of what the airbrush looks like, you know, step by step, as you can see here. So the needle here, that's right here, this is actually the 0.5 millimeter needle. That's inside this. So what's inside the airbrush is the 0.38. But here it is, how it's all broken down with the extra added parts that you need. Obviously, the parts can be purchased on Gaahhleri's website. I'll post a link on the site on my video right here, so you can click on it if you plan to get it and maybe get some different type of nozzles or whatnot. But this is the complete set. It's right here. Okay, so with getting right with the airbrush, I'm going to use this kit that you see here as a test for me on the airbrush. This is actually one of the Gundam ships from the original OG series, you could say. I quite honestly keep forgetting what the name of this ship is called. I'm actually doing a quick check on this right now. Okay, there it is. It was part of the Axis group. No, it was not part of the Axis group, but it was the Zeonic group. So there we go. And anyway, it's the ship. You know what? I'll post the name of it under. I'm not going to waste my time. You guys watching it. So yeah, I actually built this, and I got this kit courtesy of Wise Guys Hobbies. Go to their site and see if maybe you want to get one of this. I really like the ship. I'm surprised that they were making the 1/700 scale EX models, and they did the Marseille, the Salamis, obviously the White Base, the Minerva, all those ships from Seed and double Zeta. I'm sorry, Zeta. It would have been nice if they would have made this in 1/700 scale, but I forgot that this ship is far larger than the standard Federation and Zeonic ships. So I actually put it together. I have all the little fuel tanks on clips that I need to paint. And I got 3 spoons here ready to go. So I will be airbrushing it with Mr. Surfacer 1200 to try out the priming effect, see how it looks. And since I have already paint ready to go, first of all, we'll do, I think, this is a gray. We'll do a white. We'll do a blue. And to finish it up, we'll do a red. And see how the paint flows on each test item. Oh, of course, we need to do this. And I was looking at the instructions of the ship, and the ship has pink fuel tanks. Well, I don't think I have pink. Oh yeah, you know what? I have metallic, so we'll try that for the fuel tanks. Let me get the airbrush ready. Let me get the spray booth ready, and we'll begin painting. Alright, as you can see, I'm growing quite a collection of airbrushes. This is going into my Ergu compressor, which I got this year as well. And I have it set to the 20 psi's. Very good flow of the air. But before I put any paint, I think the best thing for me to do is clean using the airbrush cleaner. I'm going to cover this up a bit. And I'm going to interesting to see how well this thing is so shiny inside. I was like, whoa, this camp's bright. clean up the nozzles here, make sure it's nice and clean. And I'm going to use a little thinner. Oh, wow, this thing is beautiful. The reflection is amazing on this when you see it. See how it flows. And then, of course, clean the inside. The one thing that I've noticed that this does not come with after reviewing it is it doesn't come with a smaller reservoir bottle cap. I don't know if these caps that are interchangeable with the other brand. So let's do that a test right here. I'm going to take this off. And put it on this guy and see if it works. Because I have a smaller cap for this one. I believe they'll have a smaller cap. I'm not 100% sure. So if this fits this, which is okay, then I guess you can take a smaller cap and put it on, you know, if you want to do a smaller amount of paint. But this is like the most standard amount that you can use. I don't think the TimberTech cap may work on this, and I'm not going to test it because I don't want to damage it. This is not TimberTech product. This is Gaahleri product. Now, I got my primer here. I'm going to pour it in here. This has already been pre-thinned. Cover it up. Looks good. See how it looks here on the paper. Yeah, it flows very nice. All right. Let's test out these spoons. Flows very well. I expect nothing less from this product. I was impressed with the advanced version, and this Ace version is killing it. Granted, you gotta also remember that it all depends on how much, you know, the paint flow, how much paint you put on the reservoir, especially with the thinner, not thinner, sorry, the primer. Make sure it has an even mixture before you apply it on a part like this. Even though this is an older kit, it took me a while to sand down these little field tang balls. But that's good. Good flow right there. I thought I had a... oh, yeah, here it is. Thank you. These here. I have to admit, the flow is very well. It's a little thick on that, but that's fine. Unfortunately, I didn't get a good job of sanding down that fuel tank ball because it didn't align up properly with me gluing it on. That was my fault. I was rushing on this. It was just basically for fun, nothing for project or anything like that. I just felt like saying, I'm going to get a classic kit and use it as a test bed. Courtesy, of course, of Wise Guys Hobbies, because they have some great products there. Alright, let's prime this guy up. And by the way, this is the Gwazine. I got it. I went online, found the name Gwazine. Let me put my glove on for this. I glued it onto the base, of course. Now, this is still on using the 0.38 millimeter, needle. I didn't use the 5. But let's see how it looks with this. I have to say, the flow on this is amazing. I know that the Gwazine has a lot of detail, especially around this area here, the cannons. We're just going to do 2 colors of 3. I'll detail it up another day, you know. Just want to test out how this is. But I have to admit, this is amazing. Might as well also paint the airbrush the stand as well. Just make sure we get all the nice nooks and crannies in there. Nice. This is, I have to admit, the most cleanest primed kit I've ever seen. I don't see no artifact, no leftover, how can I say this, debris in the air that usually the airbrush collects. It is perfect in all aspects. And of course I'm airbrushing my own airbrushes, so I'll have to clean you out later. Yeah, I'll clean you in a minute. Alright, there you go. That's nice. Very nice. Alright, now that we've finished priming all the parts, I gotta put away. I got a little bit left over on the primer, but I want to get, don't want to lose it. Waste not, want not. And I'm going to clean this because, you got to always clean your airbrushes every time you're done. Put the cap on so I can clean it with the cap. And get that in there. Sometimes it's a good idea to get a lot of, if you want, you can increase the pressure on your compressor. That way you can get the paint out immediately. But you gotta always like readjust it all the time. All right, I'm gonna take out the cap so I can clean this. Yeah, the mirror finish will allow you to see whether you have leftover paint or not. So that is a good feature right there. Let's take out the needle and clean that needle too. Nothing left over. That's good. I've always had, a bad habit of leaving, like, I'll put a paint inside the reservoir, and then I'm painting parts. There goes that part. I'm painting parts, of course, and then something will catch my attention. I have to walk away. I have to, answer the phone or maybe eat dinner or something, and then I'll leave the paint still in the reservoir. But then I go back and I start painting more. That is a bad habit. I know everybody does it. Some people will probably tell me, oh, just paint and then get the paint out of the jar and then, put it back in once you're done with what you got to do. But, that doesn't always seem to happen. It's different for everybody, depending on how they feel. So, make it a good habit of always clean your airbrush after every paint job, no matter how insignificant or little it is. I don't recommend cleaning it and then leaving the needle there. I always take out the needle once I'm done cleaning, because that way I leave it dry. So like, let's say I clean the airbrush, but I leave the needle out until I know that even though thinner evaporates fast, I'd like to wait a good hour before I try it again, maybe 20 minutes or so. All right, we're ready now for the next paint, and we're going to begin with the blue. Considering how much this is a small piece, I'm going to put a few drops in here. If I have enough. I think I have enough in there. I may have to refill this up again because I had to use this on the last kit. And if we don't, we have other blues. Let's see how it looks. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right. You know what? I have another blue here. It's a little lighter tone, different. It's a lot more in here. So mixing it up with this paint is not a big deal, as long as we can see how the flow is. Let me just mix it up here a bit. Okay. Let's try that again. The whole purpose of this is to see how colors look and how it flows onto the paint. Certain paint will have higher pigmentations and maybe a little thicker. It's when after they finish drying that you could see the overall feel and look of the part. Okay, this is a little wet, but that's fine. Let me clean this up and do the next color. All right, next up is going to be the dark gray, which I think is metallic. Oh yeah, metallic. That is nice. Very nice. I like it. And as a matter of fact, since I still have leftovers here, I'm going to spray the inside of this. Good, very good. A little bit of red there, and I just ran out. But I'm gonna repaint it again in a minute just so I can get it done right. All right, the last one is gonna be the white. There's a little bit of artifact there. Let's see. There we go. Just using the last drop of that white. That's a good coverage right there. Excellent. All right, we're going to try the red. And prior to me painting red, what was left over in the metallic gray, I decided to do a little bit of pre-shading, as you can see here. Didn't do the bottom, but that much, but I think the top should be fine. Let's see how it looks. I have a distinct feeling I'm retiring one of my airbrushes. What do you guys think? Because the control, the ease of use is very spot on with this guy. Seriously. Right now I was doing like and normally what I do is I always like, when I do like appreciated work on a kit, I'll spray a little bit and then stop and then spray a bit more. But this is so well done. I'm going to spray the bottom part. I didn't have to do that. Oh, that's it for the paint. Unbelievable. Look how well this came out. Look at that. It's perfect. So I think the final part is going to be the fuel tanks. And I was going to do yellow. Then I said to myself, do I really need to do yellow? So I decided to pull a paint that may be a little different off the beaten path. I'm going to try rose gold, which is a little thicker. This is by Modo, so this is not. I've been using all the Tamiya paints on the new airbrush. Let me try a Tamiya paint, Mr. Hobby paints, and I should use Tamiya paints because it is a bit of acrylic and lacquer on it. But I'm going to try this one because it is a thicker tone, and it's one of my favorite paints that I use if I want to paint a Trans Am kit, which unfortunately I don't think I'll be able to do this year. That's pretty good. Do another one. You do see the scarring of the panel of the seam line on these parts. You know, you try the best you could. These are classic kits, unfortunately. There we go. Something different. Okay. Let me finish up the rest, and we'll do a final review. All right, let's review this. Here is the Gwazine-class battleship, which we just finished painting. The red looks very nice and smooth. So is the rose gold that I painted, and the pre-shading of the gunmetal, or I think it's a metallic gray. That's very good, very nice, and very precision, because when I was doing the pre-shading for this, it was spot on. It had a lot more control at 0.38 millimeters than a 5 millimeter. But yeah, that is nice. Here's the blue. You know, even though as I'm looking at the camera and as I'm looking at the blue is, it has a nice flat, you know, matted surface, while you're looking at a much more brighter blue on the camera. So the video doesn't do it justice when you see it. This one has a metallic sheen to it, so it's almost like satin metallic, you could say. But they came out really nice. The white is white, you know. Don't see no blemishes or spots of any type. Clearly I used Mr. Surfacer gray. I could have used you know, white, but white on white is kind of almost like snow blind. You can't barely see anything. But it does the work. It does the trick. So there you have it. The Ace series of the Gaahleri Airbrush GHAC-98D. Should you get this high performance airbrush? Well, I can't tell you that. That's something that you guys need to experience it on your own. Many of you would probably are willing to spend maybe over $150 to $200 or $300 for a great airbrush, but this one is reasonable at this price range, at this skill level. Some features here that I haven't unlocked yet that I will definitely like to try out in my future builds coming soon. You know, the quality and the of the product is top notch. I'm shocked to see how well this performed here, and I can't wait to try it on other kits. Now, today is, of course, October 8th, 2024. Today is Amazon Prime Day, and Gaahleri is offering a discount up to 35% off their products. And to give you an example of the products that they have so they're selling the Advanced Series GHAD 68. Regular retail price is $69.99, but you can get it for $49.99. That's 29% off. That's a good deal right there. That's also, you know, the pistol grip version of the airbrush. I'm not a very fan of the pistol grip. I'm good with this, what I got. If you are interested in the one that I purchased last year, the GHAD 39, which was retailing at $45, well, you can get it for $30, and that is top-notch airbrush. That's a good one. That's if you guys do not want to break the budget. You want something starting basic or easy. You know, it has some more features than what I have with this one. And then, of course, finally, if you really want to get the GHAC-98D, it's retailing at $89.99, but for Amazon Prime Day, from today till October 11th, $60. I am posting the links down below on this video channel right here, on this video. Click on it. You know, it's a direct to their site. Of course, you're also helping me support my channel. Help me out. You know, if you're interested. Hopefully you could find which one that you feel comfortable with. There are more advanced airbrushes that, you know, unfortunately I did not get, but I have to say, nothing's better than this. This is actually an amazing product. Absolutely a joy to work with, and I can't wait to do it. Paint my model kits with this airbrush. You know, I'm really gonna have an enjoyable time using the Gaahleri 98D. And I hope you guys who are watching this you know, come out with something out of it. Maybe hopefully you're interested in getting this, or maybe you're buying it for a friend or, you know, a loved one as a you know, hey, as an early Christmas present. Get one of these and give it to them as an early Christmas present. That'll be great. So that is my review of the Gaahleri GHAC-98D. I'd like to extend my thanks to Gaahleri for sending me this product to test. I hope I do a worthy job. And what can I say but stay tuned for more tool time with Stryderprime coming soon. You guys all have a great day.